What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another video. Today is the most exciting video ever. But first, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video and help me get this out to a wider audience. But let's jump right into it. Guys, I'm sorry if I'm kind of weird today, but I cannot even express how excited I am for this. Today is the day that we are getting the snakes for the greenhouse. And I know some people have concerns about that, so we're gonna talk about that here shortly. But first, I just got the notification that they are ready for pickup, so let's go pick it up. And we're getting a free bonus animal that was donated to us that is also really cool. So let's go pick them up. We can unbox them, I can show you what we got, and then we can talk about it. All right, guys, we're here to pick up the snakes, and the shipping center doesn't open for another 5 minutes, so I am like super anxiously waiting in the parking lot. It is absolutely killing me, but I don't know. We'll have them here in just a minute, but I just want to say first thing is that these snakes are not going to harm the frogs and lizards. We'll talk more in depth about this, but everything is going to be okay. You guys are just going to have to trust me. I'll show you the snakes and then we'll talk about it a little bit more. We're getting ready to unbox them, and remember we got the 2 snakes and then we got a bonus lizard. But first thing, I just want to say huge shout out to Roy Blodgett with Wellspring Herp. He is who I bought these snakes from, and the lizard he decided to just donate, and you're gonna see it here in a minute, but it's a really cool lizard. So the fact that he's donating this to me is amazing, and he also gave me a killer deal on a holdback pair of these snakes. So rather than having to buy little babies and raise them and everything, he gave me a pretty well-established pair. But these specific species is not gonna be an issue in here, and we will talk about that more in the future, not in the future, later in this video, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But I wanna get them out of the box so we can make sure they're all doing good. So let's get to it, I guess. All right, so we got some sweet stickers and stuff. Dang, these are actually awesome. Once again, thank you, Roy. I know you're watching this. This is much appreciated. You have no idea how happy I am to have these in here. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna look at is the lizard. Damn, this is bigger than I thought. So this is a Polychrus marmoratus, or the common monkey lizard. It's a really cool South American lizard. They have a lot of common names. Common monkey lizard, I think like multicolored bush anole. But they are super cool little arboreal lizards. Dang, look at that long tail. Dang, these guys are cool. They're kind of like a mix between an anole and a chameleon. They have independently moving eyes like chameleons do, but they're kind of like a blue beauty anole or something, one of the larger ones. They're not an anole, even though some of their common names include the word anole. But they're super cool. He's gonna get some really cool color as he ages, and he's gonna get quite a bit bigger. But yeah, gonna be a really cool arboreal lizard. Dang, look at his little neck flaps. Look at his little spikes there. All right, guys, this guy is so cool. I'm super excited to watch him grow and see how he does in here. We're gonna have to find him a female eventually, but he is stressed out right now. So I'm gonna let him go on this tree over here so we can let the snakes go on the other one. I think I'll just kind of let him sit right there, and then he can figure out what he wants to do on his own. All right, are you guys ready for the big reveal? So he did warn me that they're going into blue, so they're about to shed. So they're not gonna be their very prettiest, but we will get you guys some updates soon after they get through their first shed here in the greenhouse. But let's get the first one out. You guys have no idea how excited I am for this. This is one of the coolest snake species, and I honestly feel honored that Roy sold me these to put in the greenhouse. Okay, so this is the female. Wow, her yellow is a lot brighter than I thought it was. So this right here is Sul Furious. Sorry, I'm distracted. This is Spilotes sulphureus, or the Amazon puffing snake. So you can see how she's puffing up her neck like that? That is their defense mechanism. So wow, she is about to shed, and she is very bright yellow. I did not think she was this bright yet. So they kind of change colors as they get older, so she will get more and more colorful. So she's really just barely starting to get her color, and she is pretty young. Look at that little tongue flick. That is the coolest thing. So I'm sure she's a bit stressed out right now and ready to get out of the tub. Oh my God, guys, this is the coolest thing in the world. Thank you so much, Roy. I am so stoked on these. So I got a pair. We got a female and a male. And the male is quite a bit bigger, so. She is so cool. They have these crazy feeling keeled scales, and their body is very like tall. It's a very unique shape. But yeah, these guys are arboreal colubrid from South America. She's gonna hang out up in the trees and on branches mostly, and we'll talk more in a minute about their feeding habits, but let's get them out of the box. So I'm gonna put her in the tree, and then we'll get the male out. Just kind of leave her alone, let her warm up and get calmed down a little bit. If she wants to. Look at that. She's like tree. Instantly calms down. She's like, this is my home. Come on, girl. God, they're such a cool snake. This is insane. Okay, is she holding on? Okay. All right, guys, let's get the male out now. So you can probably tell by the bag he's in that he is quite a bit larger. But okay, let's see. Okay, the head is right there. These guys luckily are not particularly bitey, but I still don't want to reach in and grab him by his face. Oh. Okay. So this guy is pretty big. Holy crap, he's huge. Oh no, guys, he does not like me right now, but it's understandable. Oh my gosh. So this is the male. He's also about to shed, so his colors are going to be a lot cooler. Guys, their belly scales are insane feeling. Oh, you can see him shaking his tail. Yeah, he is very blue, so I'm going to try not to mess with him too much. Oh my gosh. This guy is insane. Look at that. So cool. All right, guys, so this is the final reveal. I'm so excited to finally show you guys, and I'm so excited to finally have these guys in my hand. These are the coolest freaking snakes. They are going to be amazing in here. The reason we chose this species, even though they get larger, is because they are not going to prey on the other animals in here. I know that's a huge concern of everybody's, but these guys, this pair is currently kept by Roy, or was currently kept by Roy, in a large enclosure with lizards. They do not mind lizards. They do not eat lizards. And they also do not eat frogs. He said he's tried feeding them frog reptilinks and frog legs and stuff, and they do not eat it at all. They mostly eat small mice, small like fledgling birds like chicks and quail, and then they eat eggs too. Roy has sent me some awesome videos of these guys eating eggs out of his hand, so I'm very excited to try that out here in the future. But obviously their colors are not the best right now because they're about to shed, but they still are really striking, cool looking snakes even with that. Other reason we got them, they are fully arboreal. They hang out up in the trees and stuff, so they're going to be a perfect display animal in here, but they're not really going to bother people. So for those that are scared of snakes, you can still come over. These guys will just be up in the tree doing their own thing. Won't be a problem. They're good eaters, so I'll be able to feed them and care for them properly in here. And I don't know, they're just so cool. They're super active during the day. They're extremely diurnal. They really are like the perfect snake for here. The male will probably get pretty big. Roy's old male that he has is about 11 foot, I believe. So a pretty large snake, but they stay fairly slender. Like this guy right here is probably getting pretty close to 8, even though he may not look at all coiled up right here. But look at those insane scales. They have the coolest shaped body. with the most like exaggerated keeled scales. And they're a very visually oriented snake. And this guy, even being in blue, he probably can barely see anything right now, and just coming out from a box, probably being very stressed out. He's being pretty chill. Another thing I should mention about these guys is I mentioned they're a colubrid from South America, but they are a rear-fanged venomous colubrid. But they are not medically significant venomous snake by any means. I would not add a dangerous venomous snake to the greenhouse, but they are rear-fanged venomous, which means they would pretty much have to chew on you to get any venom in you, and it's most likely not going to cause any problems. Might be like a bad bee sting or something like that. But yeah, either way, they obviously are not very bitey snakes. Sorry, I'm trying to talk to you guys, and I'm like enjoying this too. His head scales are crazy. They literally look like an elapid, like a mamba or something. Look at those like cheek scales. Ooh, no, he does not like the camera though, I don't think, but look at that. He is strong, insanely strong. You can tell it's an arboreal snake right there, being able to stretch out like that, but he wants to go up in the tree, so I think we're gonna release him, let him do his thing, and then we'll get some footage. Maybe all calm down for a minute, and then we can talk about him a little bit more, but I am so excited. This is the coolest thing ever. All right, go be free, go enjoy your new home. It is gonna be so cool to be able to watch these guys just hanging out on branches, kind of basking out during the daytime. All right, these snakes are so amazing, guys. I'm kind of shocked that I knew the male was going to be big, but he's beefy. Like his head just looks massive. I said mamba earlier, but I meant to say cobra. His head looks like a crazy cobra or something. It's super wild. I'm super entertained by it, but we're going to leave these guys alone, let them just chill, do their thing, and get used to their new environment. It feels kind of weird just releasing an animal that big in here. It's definitely a big moment for the greenhouse. But oh yeah, I forgot to mention, one more reason these guys are gonna be cool is they raid bird nests and eat eggs, like I said, and little chicks and stuff. So I'm gonna build little fake nests all over, and then we can put eggs and frozen quail and chicks in them, and they can kind of hunt it how they would naturally. I think that'll be super cool to watch. But we'll give you guys some updates on these guys after they shed, and maybe talk more about their natural history, a little bit more details on them. But yeah, super excited to have them. I just want to mention real quick, the reason we did decide to do snakes in the greenhouse, obviously a lot of thought goes into it. Not all species would work. I put a ton of thought into picking something that will not eat frogs and lizards and cause problems. But I think in general, people think snakes are like these generalist apex predators that just kill everything. And for the most part, that's really not true at all. And I think it'd be really cool to be able to showcase that. So I think for people to kind of get over their fears of snakes or get over their misunderstandings of snakes by coming in here and seeing them just hanging out up on the tree branches, just being chill, normal things like they are in the wild, you know? So holding the snake out of a cage is one thing, but seeing one act how it does in the wild is a whole nother thing. And they really are amazing creatures, and they're part of the ecosystem just like anything else. So like I said, these ones are gonna be an amazing fit for it. He is climbing straight up the tree right now. So I'm gonna watch these guys and enjoy it for a little bit. But stay tuned for an update on these guys once they shed. And then you guys know the deal. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video and help us spread this to a wider audience so we can keep doing amazing stuff like this. And then stay tuned to see updates on the amazing animals. I don't know where the lizard went. He ran off somewhere. I'd show you him, but we'll give you updates on him too. Peace out.